Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. This is our episode 5 of Kitchen Stories, and I have a very special guest. Her name is Princess. She is a graduate of our Fundamentals in Baking and Pastry course. I don't know if some of you have attended our virtual weekend market, but she was one of our guests. And I have to say that on a Friday morning, her energy will be perfect to start your weekend. And as usual, we have breakfast, but our breakfast today is a lot of sugar, a lot of fruit. But they say, fruit's okay, right? In the morning. So sama na lang natin yung asukal rin. So thank you for all tuning in. We'll wait for a few more people to come in, and then we'll start very shortly. Maybe I'll bring her in the virtual screen. Just give us a few.
Hi.
Good morning, Princess. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning to and sa mga nanonood ngayon. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, medyo late ang gising ng mga tao ngayon, but I think people will join in. I can see the numbers kind of creeping in. Of course, Chef Philip John Golding is actually online as well. He is our program manager, a program director, and he's here to watch you. Good morning, Chef Philip. Happy Friday to you.
Good morning, Chef.
How are you, Princess? Kamusta ang week?
Okay naman. I'm actually very excited. So, ano mo na, yung vibes natin ngayon, especially it's a weekend. So, I'm really excited.
Yeah, alam mo, nagpaganda ako today. Medyo nag-makeup ako dahil nandito ka at palagi kang always put together. So for people that are just starting to watch, just to let you know, Kitchen Stories is our weekly Facebook live video. The goal of this program is really to inspire you with some food entrepreneur stories, one of which is Princess, who is with us today. We want to hear their successes, failures, and particularly today, the main question is, how do you go from, a humble leche flan or a simple frozen product and make it a very scalable business? So I'm excited to discuss that with you, Princess. But of course, I just want to give a heads up to people that are watching. We will also be making an easy cheesecake from the pantry and fridge. So sana sumali kayo. Kung meron kayong whipped cream, crumbs, cookie crumb or graham crackers or any cracker, fruit, ano pa kailangan natin, Princess?
Butter. Any fresh fruits, whipped cream. What else? Yeah, the butter.
Yan. But actually, yan naisip ko. Palaging butter first, diba? And then fruit last para idagdag lang sa vitamins that you get from a dessert. But before we start making cheesecake, I wanted to discuss with you, I guess, your start with CCA, like the journey that you had with us. How did you come about joining CCA?
Well, I think I have mentioned it many times that CCA is my dream culinary school. So I've been wanting to study there and pursue my culinary dreams. So it happened last year, and I think CCA was offering the fundamentals in baking course. So I took the chance and then I enrolled myself. So it was a pretty awesome experience kasi my classmates back then, very energetic sila. As in, wala kaming boring na class. Imagine, of course, in any culinary schools naman, or if you are a culinary student, medyo kailangan mong tumayo sa kitchen for how many hours. But the good thing kasi, hindi boring yung class namin. And then, very energetic din yung mga kasama namin, even the chef instructors that we had, Chef Carly. Sobrang nakakatuwa. Ang dami mong matututunan, and then nagugulat na lang kami natatapos na namin yung 9 hours or 8 hours sa class na ganun lang. And then matatapos kami na tuwang-tuwa kahit napagod sa kitchen. It was really a great experience, and then I have learned a lot. So nagagamit ko siya sa business ko. And of course, I'm very happy kasi naging student ako ng CCA. So, ano yun, nakakatuwa.
Ang ganda nga ng energy mo. Lahat ng You know what I noticed with our short courses, the 13 days, even, the 2-year program, is that there is a lot of camaraderie or like rapport building between the students. And like you say, it's a long day, but at
Yeah.
the end of it, you're super happy or you feel parang fulfilled.
Mm-mm.
So can you talk to us about a little bit about your business?
Okay, what's your flan? I started the business last 2016. It was a bear month. So yun yung panahon na, alam mo yun, maraming nagbebenta ng mga desserts for Christmas. So that time, I was supposed to be making cheesecakes in jars.
Okay.
But, ano kasi yun eh, it was already my 15th attempt of doing business. So, sabi ko nga sa husband ko, I wanted to check the market, how's the market for those people who are selling cheesecakes in jars. Kasi parang sa akin, I don't wanna, ano mo yun, kung malaki na yung market, parang ang hirap kasi pasukin, diba? So, when I checked the internet sa Facebook, medyo madami na ngang nagbebenta. So, yun, nag-change yung plan. Since I love leche flans, I really love leche flans. That's my number one favorite dessert. So, nagsa-search kasi ako ng mga ideas from time to time. I love reading books. I love checking ideas. So, I stumbled with this in this article, ano siya eh, what do they call this? Mexican custards. Tapos para siyang may creamy sauce. So it started from there. It gave me an idea. So I went to my kitchen that night. Tapos meron akong matcha flavor. Matcha back then, sobra yung, ano niya eh, yung hype ng matcha. So nagtry ako ng matcha. Since favorite ko rin yung matcha, in-infuse ko siya sa leche flan. So I had my husband try it. He tried it and then nagustuhan niya. He doesn't like matcha at all. Ayaw niya kasi ba may bittery taste yung matcha.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, sobrang nagustuhan niya yung ginawa ko. And then I posted it on Facebook just to brag about my creation na, hey, gumawa ako ng matcha flan, something like that. And then yung mga friends ko, I think it tickled their interest na, uy, ano tong ginawa ni Princess? Mukhang masarap, mukhang kakaiba. So, na-curious sila. They thought I was selling the product. So, sabi ko sa husband ko, ay maraming nagtatanong kung magkano. Saan daw pwedeng bilhin? Something like that. It was not planned. Hindi ko planong ibenta or something. Kasi di ba dapat nga cheesecakes in jar ang gagawin ko. So, I gave it a try. The first customers back then, mga clients ng husband ko sa shop niya. So, yun na, when I was starting to get customers and feedback, nagdire-diretso na. Yun nga, naging business na siya. So that was my 15th attempt of doing business. So up until now, we are still innovating and creating new flavors and leche flan-based desserts kasi yun yung concept ng business. So from time to time, I am innovating flavors and desserts that have leche flans on it. So that's basically what Sir Plan is all about.
Can we talk a little bit about, you said this was your 15th attempt.
Yeah,
Some people, they give up after their first attempt, right?
yeah, I
And
know.
or third attempt, but 15 is a lot, and that shows you your resilience. Like, can you explain to us what went through your head and what kind of businesses you got into?
Ah, I must say hindi madali. 'Di ba, hindi madaling i-accept na nagfe-fail ka eh. In general, 'di ba, sa buhay natin, it's not easy to accept failures. But yun nga, I really wanted to become successful and I'm blessed to have a husband. He's a very supportive one. So every time I fail, he's the one pushing me na bakit ka magi-give up? It's, 'di ba? It's not always rainy days, 'di ba? Lalo na sa business. So, you just have to move forward and do what you have to do. Kasi yan naman yung gusto mo eh. I really love cooking eh. So, majority of the businesses that I had before, they're all about food. So, we even had restaurants, we had mga barbecue stalls, meron kaming American restaurant, something, concept na pinair up pa namin sa auto shop ng husband ko. Majority of the businesses that I had were all about food. Tapos may mga gadgets din. Then we even had a computer shop. So, madami. But yun nga, I really wanted to become successful. Yung husband ko kasi is a successful businessman. He has a 14 or 15-year-old auto shop business. from humble beginnings also. So ako, sabi ko, pag may mga meetings kami, ang dami niyang connections eh. So nakikita ko, buti pa yung husband ko, ganito, ganyan. So, nai-inspire ako sa kanya. And then, yun nga, since we were young back then, mag-boyfriend, girlfriend pa lang kami, he told me na, why don't you establish your own business? I will support you. Para dalawa tayong kumikita, hindi lang siya. So yun nga, he supported all my businesses, the 14 businesses technically. So every time I fail, pupunta ako sa kanya umiiyak kasi hindi ako negosyanteng tao eh. So for me, parang ano ba to? Parang hindi yata talaga sa akin yung business. Pero siya yung nagpupush sa akin. I have no choice eh. Napapagalitan na ako eh. Alam mo yun, nagagalit na siya sa akin na bakit ka nag-iisip mag-give up? No, you have to do it. Sabi nga niya, it's okay to fail. You only need to succeed once. So, yun yung nag-stuck sa akin. So, eventually, on the 15th one, I felt na, eto na. But yun nga, there were few months after the bare months, especially nung summer, na nakaramdam ako na medyo bumaksak na naman yung sales. So, that was another experience for me. Yun.
Yeah. I have the products here. I think it's important that people
Okay.
see it. I think ito yung nakakagutom at siguro maintindihan niyo yung like what Princess is talking about and what we're discussing here is I always believe you start with a product, but I don't
Yeah.
know if you agree with that. A few people have joined us actually. So Belle Mon Raves, hi Miss Princess Rosario San Diego, watching from Silang, Cavite. God bless and more power to WYF. What's your flan? And then Israel Rosales says, more power, chef. So thank you for joining us. Now,
Thank you.
let's show some of your products here. So I've got 4. Tago ko. Marami kasi akong gamit sa table ngayon kasi gagawa tayo ng cheesecake. So the first one, each dessert comes in a tin, no? Meron bang ibang package? So it's that. There we go. We got this. And it's really colorful actually. And for me, the rose gold or copper ba to, looks premium, no?
Yes. Thank you.
This one, we have 4 flavors that you've sent me. Princess, what are the flavors? Naalala mo pa?
Yes. The 4 flavors, we call it the premium 4-in-1 flavored leche flans. So that's our signature product.
Okay. Ito, pakita natin, ha?
Yan.
Yeah. So what are the flavors here that we have?
So we have all the best sellers, the ube, the Oreos and caramel, mango float, and then the dulce de queso. So it's like a sampler in one tin can.
I think this is perfect because I don't know if it's just me in particular, but there are people that want a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to get stuck to one flavor. But unfortunately, some people, when they sell certain products, it's you pick one and it's a big pan. Which is okay if you live with a big family. But I think for this, it's good for someone who lives alone. Yan. O sige, ano pang meron tayo dito? We have...
We have the recent introduced product, which is the avocado dalgona.
Oh, is this the one? I think is this the one?
Yeah,
No.
the one with dalgona. It's with dalgona candies.
Yeah. So, how did you come up with this?
During the ECQ, while we are on a lockdown, naging hype yung dalgona, right? I'm not sure if you're familiar with the dalgona, the Korean dalgona. So, while we're on a lockdown, that's 1 month, diba? So, kahit nasa bahay ako, nag-experiment pa rin ako. And then, yeah, during the lockdown, I tried experimenting some flavors, and then I just came up with the idea of doing that dessert, which is the avocado dalgona gelato topped with dalgona candy. So actually, right now it's one of our best sellers.
Wow. Okay. How much is a tin? How much is one can of your desserts?
The 4-in-1, it costs 380 pesos. And then for the premium avocado gelato, it costs 450 pesos.
I've got another one. Is this the same as the avocado?
Yes, I think that one is the mocha, and then the other one is the Milo flavor.
Titikman natin. Anong tikman natin? And then I've got one last. I want to show everyone. Ay, Meron nun siyang calorie count?
Yeah, that one. For
Sa
the
mga
cakes,
sa mga conscious, how many calories is one slice? 150, no? For one serving size.
yes.
Okay. That's manageable pang merienda.
Uh, you don't need calorie count, Miss Bea.
No, I'm curious because when people start at CCA, they do gain a bit of weight. Parang what as like freshman 15, and of course nagugulat yung mga students when they gain weight during the program, but it's important to at least know what you put in your body, right?
Yes, exactly. I agree.
And then the last one is, what is this beautiful chocolate?
That one is our fantasy cake choco fudge version. So, may leche flan siyang kasama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yan. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try this later on, but should we get started with making our cheesecake and then I'll ask you more questions?
Let's go ahead.
Okay, maybe you can share with our crowd anong kailangan nila for a easy cheesecake.
Okay, so we have prepared our whipped cream and then the cheese, the cream cheese. So you can buy this one, or if you have this, you can also use any all-purpose cream, but you have to put it in the ref. Kailangan siyang i-chill overnight at least. And then the cream cheese. So we have some strawberries here, and then the gray hams with the butter. So I added cocoa sugar. I want kasi yung sweetness niya nakahalo lang sa crust, but it's up to you if you want to put sugar on your cheesecake mixture. So what we need are the jars. Okay, give me 1 second. I think I left my whipped cream in the fridge. Wait lang.
Go ahead, take your time. I am also prepped, but I have one little tiny issue with my cream because nasira ang aking mixer and food processor. So let's see. I tried to manually whip it, but failed. I need more muscle. Ayan. Can I?
Okay, so ito na yung whipped cream niya. Na-whip na siya kanina.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is to just add the cream cheese. So basically, it's one half no block ng cream cheese, the normal size that we buy in the groceries, and then 1 cup of whipped cream. So we're just going to use this one.
I'll show lang what I have because basically what we really promote in CCA is zero waste and being green chefs. So we're trying to make do with what we have. I think we wanted to do a strawberry cheesecake, but for me, I've got a couple things that I've discovered or bought throughout the week that I think would be great to use in this cheesecake. So, guys, please do ask questions. May mga kakasali lang. Feel free to ask. I am personally, Princess, I'm intimidated with sweets. First, I don't have a sugar, a sweet tooth, but when people make it, parang I just rather leave it to them.
Okay.
So this one is going to be very interesting. I have, sige, pakita ko muna yung meron ako. So for our crumb, I did find these. I have two kinds of granola in my pantry right now. I've got this one from Malaysia. It's hazelnut black forest. So parang masarap yan. And then I have one from Madzun. It's also very good. So I combine both. So this can substitute your Graham crackers, right?
Yeah, that would be okay.
So I've got, syempre nag-cheat na ako para hindi tayo magulo sa show. I just used the food processor and mixed it through with butter. So other crusts, what they can use, Princess, is like Oreo. What else can they
Yeah,
use?
Oreo, any biscuits, siguro. That would,
Okay,
kahit may flavor, okay lang din. Yung
sige.
mga chocolate flavored cookies. So, We can just put the crust here in our jars.
Okay, sige, wait lang.
So wala nang measurement. It's up to you kung gaano kadami. Guys, so since this is not an oven-baked cheesecake, so we don't need to pre-bake the crust. No need for no need to pre-bake.
I've got a little, I don't have a jar, but I've got this. I
Okay.
think that's okay. Princess, how long has your flan been around as a business?
It's going 4 years.
4 years,
4 strong years. Yeah.
What were the initial growing pains? Yung kakastart mo pa lang.
Of course, like for the deliveries, I did not anticipate kasi yung volume ng orders before. So, nagkaroon ako ng problems with the deliveries na yun nga, nagme-melt, lalo na pag malayo. So, those were the rookie mistakes before, pero naayos na rin naman na siya.
Yeah. So,
And
when you started, ilan kayo sa team? Ikaw lang ba? Or you and your husband?
when I started, yung first month talaga, it was me, and then I have one house helper. So kaming dalawa. But majority of the work kasi, like the production, yung pamimili and all, ako. So I am very much hands-on kasi when it comes to businesses, lalo na sa food.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What's next?
we can add this cream cheese natin filling.
Okay, like what is that? Is that a puree?
Yeah,
Okay.
from strawberry.
Okay, ako wala, pero I'll watch you.
Okay. So naka na siya as 1/2 cup. I actually love cheesecake. Favorite ko siya ever since. It was supposed to be the business nga that I was supposed to do before. Kaso
Yeah.
maraming nang gumagawa.
Buti na lang napadpad ka sa flan.
Sobrang favorite ko yung leche flan talaga. I don't know why. Basta any leche flan, sobrang favorite ko siya.
Yeah. How do you think of the products? Does someone help you or ikaw lang mostly for the R&D?
Right now we have the R&D team, but before wala. So
Okay.
it was all me. So sometimes my husband, if he disapproves the flavor, hindi ko talaga ilalabas. So ganun kami before.
So,
So
siya
ganyan.
yung tester. Okay. What's next? Can we see
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Ang ganda.
Oh, we can just put it in our jar with the base na.
Yeah.
It's just a basic cheesecaking jar.
I feel like I should make another one kasi sobrang rami kong crumb. Or gawin ko na lang to. Actually, wait lang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have two options. They can put the cream cheese filling and then another layer for the crust. Pero ako siguro pupunuin ko na siya. And then the other one, may layer pa ng crust.
Alam mo, besides me liking cheesecake, my favorite part of any cake or any pie is the crust or the crumb and the butter.
Yes, exactly.
Yung secret pala niya is butter, no?
Yeah. Butter then sometimes they put yung mga oats and
Yeah.
then the granola. They put nuts sometimes.
Okay, so I thought I was just gonna make one, but I've got a bit leftover crumb.
Okay.
So I will do 2.
So that's our breakfast. This is our breakfast for today.
We have a question from Chef Philip. Congratulations, Princess, with your business, Flame On. What's your next plan to grow your business? Any other desserts?
Actually, we are in the verge of going international. By the way, hi, Chef Philip. Thank you. So we are in the verge of going international. We recently, welcomed our first master franchise in Canada. So we are supposed to be flying to Canada next month if okay na. But when it comes to desserts, Yeah, I have already a list of new flavors and desserts coming out this quarter. So, yeah.
Just one question about the franchising model.
Mhm.
How does it work? How, let's say someone wants to get a franchise with you. How does it work?
Well, first they have to send the application. We are sending a letter of intent. It's like an application form for those people who were interested to franchise. So they have to fill it up, and then we can go on with the discussion after.
Yeah.
So meron kaming mga requirements before we accept a franchisee. But yun nga, the difference lang kasi with our system, we are the pioneer and we are promoting a home-based franchise system.
Okay. So basically, it starts with the intent. And what kind of people are you looking for in terms of working with you?
Well, the they should be hardworking and they should be passionate about doing business. And siguro plus point sa akin yung may background with culinary or yung bang may passion with food. Kasi of course, if you're going to do business and you don't like or wala kang, alam mo yon, you don't have the passion for doing it,
Yeah.
it could be or it is a possible recipe for, alam mo na, disaster. Baka mag-fail yung business. And of course, the attitude is very much important because business, as what I've mentioned earlier, it's not always sunny days. So may mga times na there will be challenges along the journey, and the person or the franchisee must be willing to accept risks and challenges. So that's why we have the application form as we also assess those people who want to become part of our company.
Yeah. Is there any, like you talked about some disasters, is there one that really sticks out to you when you were starting or maybe recently na, it shows you that you're still learning. If you're in business, you just keep learning, right?
Yes, that's true. Actually, I have this, what do you call that? Meron akong sinasabi lagi sa sarili ko na I should stop asking, can I? And I should start asking myself, how can I? Kasi
Mhm.
for me, if you ask yourself, can I? Di ba parang nagda-doubt ka eh. It's like more of hesitations. And then it's a negative, it's a negative, kumbaga, negative vibe. So when you start yourself, how can I? Example, ngayon na nagkaroon ng pandemic, we were on a quarantine. So nandito lang kami sa bahay. Nag-iisip ako na ano ba yung pwede kong gawin para mag-run yung business, para makatulong din ako sa mga franchises namin, magkaroon pa rin ng work yung mga tao namin. So ganun yung mindset ko. I am always thinking about what else can I do. So doon ko naiiwasan yung mga yun nga, mga pwedeng disaster or mistakes. But as what you've mentioned earlier, Miss Bea, yun nga, marami ka pang matututunan eh. And you really have to open yourself to that. You have to be willing to learn or else hindi ka mag-grow. Because when you do business, growth is very important. Growth is growth and changes.
Yeah.
These two are very important in doing business. So you will fail, you will be having mistakes, and that's normal. But what's important kasi is you accept it, and then you look for solutions to your problems. You move forward, diba? Especially when you do business, there will be people who will criticize you. There will be people who will tell you na things like this and that. If you are a very sensitive person, hindi ka magiging successful sa business mo. So, just continue what you have to do and be willing to learn. That's very
Yeah.
important.
Okay, what's next? What did you do? I think I missed a step. Okay.
Just putting the cream cheese filling and then
So, ito
uh,
yung magka-problema ko. Sira yung mixer
mixer.
ko. So, pwede ko bang can I just put it in the cup or the glass? And
Yes,
then
that's
let's
fine.
see.
If
Let's
you
see.
put it naman in the fridge, mag-ano naman yan, what do you call that? Stable yung ano niya, yung
Yeah.
texture niya. So that's okay.
So,
So
we'll
you just have
do,
to fill your jar with the cream
yeah.
cheese filling.
Okay.
I'm excited to eat this.
Me too, actually. Do people would you put yogurt sometimes?
Ako, I do. Sour
Okay.
cream, actually.
Sour cream, okay.
Yeah. Or lemon.
How about if you don't want to put sugar? You put sugar in yours, right? Like,
Right now, I don't put sugar. Dito sa crust, ako naglagay ng sugar.
okay.
Mhm.
So you can do without the sugar, or do people sometimes put honey? What is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Okay. So,
Feeling ko naman may hope tong cheesecake ko.
meron yan. Daanin natin sa sa plating and garnish later. Para maganda.
Okay.
So
Punasan.
yun, well, it's up to you if you want to add more
Yeah.
graham or crust. So ako maglalagay pa ako ng konti.
Okay, I'm just a bit worried about this, but I think it's gonna look fine once it sets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Parang masarap tong breakfast na to.
I think I will try that one also.
Yeah. Rita, so can I ask you, what's your morning routine like? I'm very curious about business people, like how they start their day and how they end their day.
Well, yan, important sa akin ng time, tsaka yung oras. So, I have this routine. So, in the morning, I normally wake up around 5 or 6. 6 in the morning. Too early. Super aga. So, the first thing I do, I pray. I
Yeah.
pray all every time. I mean, every time na may chance to do that. So, I pray, and then, of course, your bathroom routine. And then, early breakfast, exercise, siguro kahit 20-30 minutes. Minsan naglalakad ako sa village, sometimes I do dancing, basta makakuha lang ng energy, ganon. And then, yun na, if after breakfast, pahinga, then maliligo na ako, and then I start working early. So, meron na akong listahan ng mga agenda ko na kailangan kong matapos. As much as possible, kasi ako, yung ugali ko, kunwari yung isang oras ko, dapat meron akong gagawin specifically. I try to do another thing kung kaya kong gumawa ng dalawa sa isang oras. Kasi it helps me finish more tasks, it makes me more productive. That's what I do. So yun, paulit-ulit lang. And then pagdating ng hapon, as much as possible, I finish working by 5 or 6.
Wow.
I try to rest na, yun nga, wala mo nang kakausapin. Kasi, of course, you need to distress di ba? Kailangan you have time for yourself kasi it's very important. Hindi pwede yung nag-work ka all the time and then magkakasakit ka. So, if you get sick or if I get sick, mas lalong maraming maapektuhan sa work. So, I try to manage my time. That's very important.
Okay, so basically it's this routine that you develop from the good habits like exercise, waking up early, and then having that moment to distress. Because I think a lot of people, they get into meditation, right?
Yeah, yoga.
Um,
Nag-yoga ako minsan lang.
okay. So it's really important to have that clarity in your mind, because
True.
in business you'll deal with a lot of people, but if you're swayed by other people, it will be hard to drive your business the way you want to drive it.
Exactly. Tama.
Do you have I mean, you're full of advice. Is there something you wish you told yourself when you first started? Like people that are possibly just thinking of starting their business.
Um, One thing I've learned, actually marami ako natutunan, but there is one thing I've learned nung nagsisimula ako. I think a lot of people can relate, is to stop comparing yourself to others. So, of course, di ba, may mga times na dumadating sa buhay natin na we get insecure with other people, na sila ganito, sila okay yung buhay, something like that. So, yung natutunan ko is that our mission kasi is to be better today than yesterday. So we have to continue on improving ourselves. May mga bagay kasi na we have to accept the facts of life. Example, ako, years ago, I suffered from hormonal acne. So, of course, it gives me insecurities, things like those. So, wala na akong magagawa eh. It's a fact that I have to accept. But, sabi ko nga, ano yung magagawa ko para mas ma-improve ko yung sarili ko and that people will look at me, will look up to me. So, ang ginawa ko ay, yun nga, I pursued doing business. I really strived harder. I've worked harder. Talagang pinaghirapan ko yun na I didn't care about how I look. I didn't care about my physical looks anymore. Nag-focus ako sa growth, self-growth ko. So, I studied, di ba, nag-aral ako sa culinary school para mas gumaling ako doon sa passion ko. Mas in-improve ko yung sarili ko. I focus on the inside than the outside. Kasi mas nakatulong sa akin eh. After some time, walang insecurity ko because marami na pala ako na-inspire na tao, napapalaki ko yung business ko. So, doon nagsimula. So, yun nga, we don't have to compare ourselves to others. We focus on ourselves, what we want in our life, di ba? We focus on the inside than the outside. Kasi if you focus on the inside, like your attitude, or yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo and everything, it will help you a lot. It will really, really help you a lot.
So it's mostly a mind battle. Besides, like understanding the skill, the technique, you have to get your head in order, or at least be clear in what you want, who you are, and then things can grow from there, and you can help each other out. So back to the cheesecake. What's next, Princess?
Okay, so once you're done, you can just put any toppings that you like. You can put fresh fruits. Ako maglalagay na ako ng strawberries here. And then, some strawberry puree dito. Teka.
So for this, because I have failed in my whipped cream, I will try to just put the fruit in the cream.
Yeah.
So for my fruit, I'm excited with my fruits. Kasi meron akong dragon fruit. Wait,
Sarap yan.
ang ganda niya. As in, tinan mo.
Oo nga.
Diba? And then meron din akong rambutan. So, what I did kanina is I found this little tool is what you call a coconut scraper. I think. Yeah, but basically what I tried to do is just do little nice scoops. So they look like that. Yeah. And I think that would go really well on top of the cheesecake later kung mag-set man to.
Mag-set yan.
Sige, lagyan ko muna ng rambutan. Yan. Pasok ko na lang kaya. What do you think?
Pwede siguro. I think
Para mag-set siya. No? Yeah. So I chopped the rambutan. However, I do need to ask people that are watching, yung rambutan, when you cut it up, di ba may buto siya? And then usually it has something left inside to not make it so fleshy. So do you guys have any advice on how to get rid of that without parang mahirapan?
Oo nga eh.
Diba? Pero feeling ko naman that's good for you. So, lagyan na lang natin.
Speaking of rambutan, we have like 2 puno ng rambutan dito. So I think, 2 weeks ago, nagpakuha kami sa helper namin. Ang dami-daming rambutang nakuha.
Yeah,
Ang tamis-tamis.
Ito nakuha ko pa to sa market. Pero, yan. Hindi naman siya lumubog. So, pero masarap talagang rambutan. Buti na lang may rambutan plant kayo dyan. And then I'll put my dragon fruit on top. Yan. Okay. Feeling ko ito babaknak.
Looks yummy.
Hindi nyo pala nakikita. Yan.
Oo nga, ako din. Ayun, teka.
Ayan.
Sige, antayin mo na kita bago ako mag-toppings.
Sige, go lang. Habol ako. You know, every show we have, I'm always delayed. Pero, enjoy naman ako sa ginagawa ko.
So yun, sa toppings, actually, I have the strawberry cornflakes. So
Okay.
maglalagay ako, konti lang dito, pang garnish lang siya sa cheesecake.
Okay, I have the granola that I have here, so I can use this, right?
Yeah, that one.
Do you watch yung mga ASMR videos?
Yeah, I know. Oo.
But I really wonder how it became a trend, and I think we should do an ASMR kasi parang feeling ko na this is like yung nag-open tayo ng bag.
Oo nga eh, di ba? Pwede tayong mag-ano, what do you call that for YouTube? Something like that.
Okay, so
This smells good.
okay, so I've got what I'm gonna do is keep it big. I'm sure mahirap to kainin mamaya, but mm,
Okay.
I think I'm almost done.
And then,
Oh, you have what's that?
uh, mint leaves. I have it in the garden. So, very fresh.
Okay, I have basil from not my garden because I live in a condo, so walang garden. I should start one though.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's nice. Nagtanim na ako. I also have basil leaves and then oregano and other herbs
okay,
sa
so
garden.
that's what it looks like. Can you guys
Oh,
see it?
wow.
Punong-puno.
Ready for breakfast. Breakfast and ano. But that one is healthy kasi diba yeah, it has granola. This one
Mm.
is not.
Wow, that looks so nice. I love the color. I think
Ang
it's
cute.
very vibrant and it's quite easy to make a cheesecake in a jar or a glass.
Yes.
I thought it would be very complicated. Again, I don't make sweets. I try to stay away from it. Not because I don't like it, but I just, my mom she bakes, my grandmother bakes, so I try to
Yeah.
stay away. Only a few cooks or chefs can be in the kitchen. And there you go.
Wow.
I think this is going to be so good later on.
I know.
And
I'll
so
try that one too.
vote kayo. Joke.
Diba? Ang galing namin ni Miss Bea.
Nagchichikahan. Pwede pala magchikahan at gumawa ng cheesecake.
Yeah.
So what does yours have again for people that just joined in? You have graham crackers.
Yeah, graham crackers, the butter, fresh strawberries or the frozen strawberries, and then whipped cream. Then I added cocoa sugar dun sa crust niya para
Okay.
nandun yung sweetness.
Okay.
And then, yeah, this is just an option para dun sa pinaka-toppings niya.
So really anything with a bit of texture, you've got cream, you've got the crumb, and then you've got fruit, would make this cheesecake. So for mine, my finished product is granola, butter, and then the cream, I put a bit of yogurt because I love yogurt and some honey. And then I put also dragon fruit and rambutan. So this is the first time I'm having this combination. Let's see if it tastes later. Tikman natin. Okay, so thank you, Princess, for teaching me how to make a no-bake cheesecake. I think
Okay.
sometimes it's very intimidating for some people, but it shows you can impress yourself kung
Yes.
ikaw lang mag-isa sa bahay, or you can have guests over. I think, how many guests can you have in your house right now? Pwede ba?
I don't know, but the last time we had our seminar here, nasa 50.
50. Okay, so pwede,
Pwede.
ang dami. Tapos
Oh.
either pwede, pinapakain mo ba sila ng dessert every time?
Yes, oo.
Yeah.
Kasama siya.
Okay.
So, this one is a perfect idea. Pero dapat the smaller jars. Like yours, yung mga ganong size. I think
Yeah.
that's perfect pag may mga guests. Yan.
Yan. Medyo nag-overflow siya. Pero okay lang yan. Okay, so I guess we finished all our prepping.
Yeah.
I recommend you try this recipe or I guess try the assembly part. Princess, I also have a segment in my kitchen story show where I do quick fire questions. So I have a couple of questions for you. Okay, number one, customer is always right. True or false?
Ah, okay. In my honest opinion, no. But of course, as a business owner, you have to, gawin mo yung best mo palagi sa customers mo. You have to meet their expectations. Sabi nga nila, do not overpromise. Instead, you overdeliver.
Yeah.
So that's what we follow also in our company.
I do like that. It's under promise, over deliver.
Yes.
Okay, what is a trend that you wish would go away? Yung food trend na gusto mo talagang tama na.
Food trend. Oh, wait. Ah, what ba? Yun sobrang ano na.
OA na.
OA na. Let me think. Should I answer or if wala naman wala?
Okay lang kung wala. Feeling mo
Wala.
open ka sa lahat ng trends.
Open naman ako. I mean, that's fine. Because yun nga, it's part of marketing also. Some companies kasi, some people, they use it for their marketing. So
Yeah.
it's up to the people if they get annoyed or what. So I
Yeah.
think there's no problem with it naman. For me, that's for me.
Favorite dessert besides leche flan and cheesecake?
Ice cream. And then how do you pronounce it? Pavlova? The,
Okay. Yeah,
the,
the pavlova.
yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's a very light, refreshing dessert for summer, right? Okay. Favorite chef or pastry chef or someone that just cooks and bakes? Like, who's your favorite?
Wait, actually, he's here. You know what? This is true. This is really a true story. I've been following Chef Philip for the longest time. And then I was surprised to see him on dun sa ACF. Hi, Chef Philip. This is true. I
Yeah,
even told my husband that, oh, Chef Philip is part of the ACF. So
yeah.
he's one of my idol chefs here. And also chef there's this segment in Netflix, I just forgot his name. The one who does the cakes.
Zumbo? No,
Yes, that
yeah,
one.
okay. Adriano Zumbo from
Yeah.
Australia. He's
Yes.
actually, you know what, his desserts are a lot of creativity. And I think that's important with desserts is you do mix a bit of nostalgia, but also give people a surprise.
Exactly.
Diba?
True.
Kasi, with food, we eat it every day and it's an experience. So whether you're eating basic, I don't know, for some people that are bodybuilding chicken breast, I think there's always a way to make food exciting. So I do like Adriano Zumbo. Fun fact, I lived in Australia for 10 years. I was working in a cafe and I served him a coffee and croissant.
Wow, really?
So, syempre, kinilig ako kasi nasa harap ko siya. So,
Oo.
kahit nag-exchange lang kami ng $2, natuwa rin ako, nakita ko siya. And it was super early in the morning. Like, I think the cafe opened at 6 a.m. And he came in, I served him coffee, and it was, sobrang nakakatuwa. Good start to your day, diba?
Yeah, even ako kung makita ko siya, starstruck ako. Kasi diba, I've been following him also. Watching yung ano niya, Zumba Desserts, yung contest niya sa Netflix. Nakakatuwa.
He had one marketing activity where when he opened his shop, instead of like opening it like hyping it up, what he did was he plastered his shop with bad reviews. So
Okay.
parang, to go against like if people were saying his desserts are overrated. So yun ang linagay niya sa shop store in front of this store. So
Mhm.
people were talking about it like, why would you put bad reviews in front of your store that's about to open?
Yeah.
So I guess it shows you that marketing also, like, do you have any like marketing tips for people?
Marketing tips. Ako, when I started, yun lang, I think good photos is a good, it's a good investment.
Yeah.
So, kasi 'di ba some people they don't want to read eh. Pag nakita nila yung picture, it says it says a lot with the business. Sometimes when you just put a picture of a slice of cake, matatakam na yung tao and then they will ask you how much.
Yeah.
So, photo is very important. Also feedback. Feedback is really really important kasi sometimes people do nagre-rely. That's why we have the review sections and then may mga nagre-review ng mga products. So, it's important.
Absolutely. I think people really underestimate good photos, but photos that are close to the real product.
Yeah, of course.
It would be a shame to have nowadays Instagram is so big for a lot of small businesses. It looks amazing, and then when you get the product, it's not the same.
Uh,
So, diba? And then also I really believe feedback's important. The testimonial as well, whether good or constructive. Sometimes
yes.
people are a bit overboard though with their reviews. Yung type na may mga tao talaga nagsusulat ng bad reviews,
Oo.
which I want to emphasize here that it really doesn't help small businesses.
Oo.
You should give constructive feedback. Or if it's negative feedback, let's say you went to a restaurant, would you write a scathing review or would you talk to the manager or owner?
True. Ako, 'di ba, Facebook is not the proper venue for that. And it
Yes.
will never be. So instead of ranting, 'di ba, may management, may manager. And yun nga yung sinasabi namin eh. Taste is subjective. Not because hindi mo nagustuhan, mali na yung product. So, 'di ba, may mga misconception and misunderstanding kasi sa ibang mga consumers na sometimes if they didn't like this, parang sa kanila mali na yung product and then they'll write a review. Magkaiba 'yon. But yun nga if sa akin pag may mga ganung instances, nilalapit ko sa management, sa manager. I've had few. Minsan yung mga deliveries, may mga nade-deliver sa akin na panis na. So, kinokontak ko yung may-ari, kinokontak ko yung manager rather than posting on Facebook na, oh, this restaurant, ganito, panis yung product, things like this. So, yun lang, siguro as a customer, we have to be careful also, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, na a lot of people are striving and they're finding ways to earn and to sustain their living and yung gastos nila sa family. So, if it's not really, alam mo yun, if it's not really that big deal or hindi ganoon yung reason, then 'di ba, maging sensitive na lang tayo kasi kawawa din yung mga tao.
Yeah.
And yun nga, if you want to complain, 'di ba, go to the restaurant muna, go to the management. Pag hindi ka kinausap siguro or talagang pinabayaan ka, then it's up to you na. So
Mhm.
yun, that's for me.
Yeah, agreed. Like it's all about, I guess, a little bit of the humanity, especially during this pandemic. Just be reflective of the people, like small businesses, help them out, give them
Yes.
good feedback, and let's not try to destroy each other because there's a lot of hatred in the world right now. So I am so appreciative that I got to kickstart my weekend talking to you, Princess.
So,
You're always a ray of sunshine. And sa mga pessimist dyan, kausapin nyo na lang si Princess kasi sobrang optimistic. You're such an optimistic human being. So I just want to ask, how do people keep in touch with you? If they would like to ask you a question after, or I guess start a conversation with you.
yes, I am very much welcome na kung may mga questions sila, more on mentorship also, just let me know. You can send me a message on my Facebook account.
Yeah.
That's Princess Rosario San Diego. And then you can also reach me at my Viber. That's 0916-497-8876. So yun.
Gutom ako. Kinain ko yung
Go
toppings
ahead.
ng cheesecake. But honestly, natutuwa ako like with your energy when I chat with you. When we first, just fun fact, I came across Princess because my sister also took the fundamentals in baking and pastry course. And I remember pag uwi niya, sabi niya, you have to meet this girl. As in, ang kulit niya. Sabi ko, oh, sige na nga, hanapin ko na nga yan. And then when I reached out to you, you were so willing to chat with us. And I didn't realize your story, that it was a lot of business ideas, that it wasn't just like one time out of nowhere you thought of something. It really took time. Yeah, because you look very young. Can I ask how? I know I won't ask. You should never ask a woman how old they are. So wag na lang. Hulaan nyo na lang.
Hulaan nyo na lang. Ang makahula, may libreng leche flan. Ay,
Oh,
ganun.
Sige. Someone did join in. Lorwella Mediavilla. Hi, sis princess. Watching very timely at 53:00 when I opened the live. So thank you
Oh,
for still joining us. This video is available after. So any of the stories you can, kitchen story, Facebook live videos, you can watch again. So don't feel like you're missing out. Sometimes I personally listen to motivational podcasts because
yeah.
it's just good. Although you won't listen to the whole thing, you might be inspired by one moment. So we'll wrap up shortly because I know everyone has a lot of things on their Friday. And I know that we have to brave the traffic. For some of us, have to go out. But I do want, if this will load, mukhang nahirapan na siya sa internet. But anyways, it's just to keep in touch with us. Basically, you can go to cca-manila.edu.ph or you can contact us at 0917-840-8400, or we've got Facebook and Instagram, CCA Manila. Or we're gonna be in TikTok very soon.
Wow.
Para naman sa bagets, hindi naman ako gagawa ng TikTok. But we have someone in our team, our librarian, who is very, like you, very energetic. So we're excited to get on TikTok as well. So Princess, thank you so much. And I really do hope you have a good weekend. Busy ba ngayon for the orders?
Yes, and then after this, may mga mentorships pa with the existing franchisees, and then marami pang gagawin. But thank you so much, Miss Bea, sobra. And ayun, I'd like to greet all our franchises who are watching, Rai Bautista, Miss Wella, and then si Miss Bella, and also Chef Philip, and to everyone. Thank you for watching.
Guys, please get it. I won't eat it anymore online, but I will eat it after. As I'm sure gutom na kayo. Baka galit na kayo sa amin. So enjoy your lunch, brunch, breakfast, and we will see you again next Friday. My guest is yet to be announced, but I'm working on it. Minsan kasi may mga nahihiya. So don't be shy. It's very casual. And again, it's if we can help 1 to 2 people, this is the goal of the show. So thank you, Princess, again. Marami ko ng thank you.
So
But
thank you so much, and happy weekend. Happy weekend.
have
Bye, Miss
a
Bea.
good weekend. Thank you, everyone.